Iranian Azerbaijanis, also known as Iranian Azeris, Iranian Turks, Azeri Turks, Azerbaijani Turks or Persian Azerbaijanis, are Iranians of Azerbaijani ethnicity who speak Azerbaijani language as of their first language. Azerbaijanis comprise by far the second largest ethnic group in the nation as well as by far the largest minority ethnic group. Iranian Azerbaijanis are mainly found in and are native to the Iranian Azerbaijan region, including provinces of and in smaller numbers. In other provinces such as Kurdistan, Qazvin, Hamadan, Gilan, Markazi and Kermanshah, Iranian Azerbaijanis also constitute a significant minority in Tehran, Karaj and other regions. Demographics. Azerbaijanis comprise by far the second largest ethnic group in the nation as well as by far the largest minority ethnic group. Apart from Iranian Azerbaijan, indigenous Azeri population is found in large numbers in 4 provinces: Hamadan, Qazvin, Markazi and Kurdistan. Azeri-populated parts of Markazi include Komizhan, Korndib, Savar, Zarandiya, Shazand, and Farahan. In Kurdistan, Azeris are mainly found in villages around Korver. Azeris have also immigrated and resettled in large numbers in central Iran, mainly Tehran, where they constitute 25%, one-third of the population. Cuman Karaj immigrant Azeri communities have been represented by people prominent not only among urban and industrial working classes but also in commercial, administrative, political, religious, and intellectual circles. Ethnic groups. Sub-ethnic groups of the Azerbaijanis within the modern-day borders of Iran following the ceding of the Caucasus to Russia in the 19th century include the Shahzevan, the Narapipaks, the Irams, the Bayat, the Qajars, the Naradahis, the Afshars, and the Garagothlu, the latter whom are the indigenous population of central Iran. Background. Origins. The latest comparative study on the complete mitochondrial DNA diversity in Iranians has indicated that Iranian Azeris are more related to the people of Georgia than they are to other Iranians, as well as to Armenians. However, the same multidimensional scaling plot shows that Azeris from the Caucasus, despite their supposed common origin with Iranian Azeris, cluster closer with other Iranians than they do with Iranian Azeris. According to the scholar of historical geography, Xavier de Planhol, Azeri material culture, a result of this multi-secular symbiosis, is thus a subtle combination of indigenous elements and nomadic contributions. It is a Turkish language learned and spoken by Iranian peasants. According to Richard Fry, the Turkish speakers of Azerbaijan are mainly descended from the earlier Iranian speakers, several pockets of whom still exist in the region. According to Olivier Roy, the mass of the Oghuz Turkic tribes who crossed the Amu Darya towards the west left the Iranian plateau, which remained Persian, and established themselves more to the west, in Anatolia. Here they divided into Ottomans, who were Sunni and settled, and Turkmens, who were nomads and in part Shiite. The latter were to keep the name Turkmen for a long time. From the 13th century onwards they Turkist the Iranian populations of Azerbaijan, thus creating a new identity based on Shiism and the use of Turkish. These are the people today known as Azeris. According to Rybakov, speaking of the Azerbaijan culture originating at that time, in the XIV 15cc, one must bear in mind, first of all, literature and other parts of culture were organically connected with the language. As for the material culture, it remained traditional even after the Turkicization of the local population. However, the presence of a massive layer of Iranians that took part in the formation of the Azeri ethnos, have imposed its imprint, primarily on the lexicon of the Azeri language, which contains a great number of Iranian and Arabic words. The latter entered both the Azeri and Turkish language mainly through the Iranian intermediary. Having become independent, the Azeri culture retained close connections with the Iranian and Arab cultures. They were reinforced by common religion and common cultural historical traditions. The Iranian origins of the Azeris likely derive from ancient Iranian tribes, such as the Medes in Iranian Azerbaijan, and Scythian invaders who arrived during the 8th century BCE. It is believed that the Medes mixed with an indigenous population, the Caucasian Mani, a northeast Caucasian group related to the Urartians. Ancient written accounts, such as one written by Arab historian Abu al-Hasan Ali ibn al-Husayn al-Masudi, attest to an Iranian presence in the region. Scholars see cultural similarities between modern Persians and Azeris as evidence of an ancient Iranian influence. Archaeological evidence indicates that the Iranian religion of Zoroastrianism was prominent throughout the Caucasus before Christianity and Islam, in that the influence of various Persian empires added to the Iranian character of the area. It has also been hypothesized that the population of Iranian Azerbaijan was predominantly Persian-speaking before the Oghuz arrived. This claim is supported by the many figures of Persian literature, such as Khatran Tabrizi, Shams Tabrizi, Nezami, and Kargani, who wrote in Persian prior to and during the Oghuz migration, as well as by Strabo, Al-Istakra, and Al-Masudi, who all describe the language of the region as Persian. The claim is mentioned by other medieval historians, such as Al-Muqaddasi. Other common Perso-Azerbaijani features include Iranian place names such as Tabriz and the name Azerbaijan itself. Various sources such as Encyclopedia Iranica explain how the Turkish speakers of Azerbaijan are mainly descended from the earlier Iranian speakers, several pockets of whom still exist in the region. The modern presence of the Iranian Talish and Tats in Azerbaijan is further evidence of the former Iranian character of the region. As a precursor to these modern groups, the ancient Azeris are also hypothesized as ancestors of the modern Azeris.